Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the She Made Me podcast. I'm here with Christopher.
Hello.
And I'm Sam, and we watched Mother's Day, and it was real bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Guess what? We watched another bad movie.
Welcome back. Totally new and interesting content. Woo! Woo!
So, as we did last time, I think we should pull up the IMDb.
Right.
And so sort of give you a rundown as to what the hell happened to this movie. Because this movie had a lot going for it, I think. It had...
Explain yourself
It
there.
had recognizable names.
Yeah.
It had plot? No.
No, it really did not have plot.
I'm trying to think.
Let's see what IMDb gleans
Okay.
from this movie for their synopsis. So, 18 Metascore. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, that's even worse than our last movie.
And then 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which
seems a little high. Again.
honestly, and like a really bad movie for IMDb is like 5.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So is there even a fucking synopsis for this?
Is there really a synopsis for
Okay,
this?
tagline. There we have found a tagline. Celebrate the one day that connects us all. What the fuck? Where?
I mean, it can...
Oh, there we go. Here we go. 3 generations come together in the week leading up to Mother's Day.
3 generations? Yeah, okay.
Was it 3?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
There was about 100 different threads to follow in this movie, so
Yeah.
at this point, I have no idea. I don't even know how we're going to explain this movie.
I legit have no idea. I tried to take notes. I did like connections too.
Yeah.
With how, because that's these ensemble movies, they all connect. Are they done by the same person? Here, let's do a little bit of an IMDb searching over here. Who directs these movies? Top billed cast. Director,
'Cause this
Gary Marshall.
Feels like something I've watched before. It has a very familiar feel of just...
Oh my god, Gary Marshall directed The Princess Diaries and Pretty Women.
Oh,
Wait, he didn't direct it. No. Okay, he was a tour guide in Pretty Women. He did not.
Oh, so...
Like a random B character. Not that.
So random B character from a good movie.
Yeah. So, and he directed fucking Princess Diaries. What the hell? Mother's Day, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So he
okay.
does them all. Did he do like Love Actually or something like that, or no?
No.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, he actually was director for Pretty Woman.
Okay.
Turns out.
Now that we know what this movie is, what is this movie?
Okay, it says director Gary Marshall, and then underneath it's like bum tour guide from in Pretty Woman. Okay.
So,
anywho,
this movie is the exploration of Mother's Day. And literally every single kind of mother you can think of is portrayed in this movie.
we got international mothers, immigrant mothers, dead mothers, absentee mothers, adoptive mothers. They're all there.
Every
It's a Glee episode of mothers. Yeah.
So we follow all of these mothers getting to Mother's Day and their life adventure in motherhood, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We have we have these 3 different families. Is it 3?
I feel like it's more.
Well, we have Jason. So we have Jason Sudeikis' family, and he's a
Okay.
widower.
Yes.
Then we have Jennifer Aniston's family,
Yes.
who they have like a weird Reba situation going on, where like the ex-husband can just show up whenever he wants. Apparently.
Yeah. Just randomly.
I
just
didn't even
whatever.
hear you come in.
They're super friendly, which I
They're really
appreciate.
friendly. They're good. They're happily divorced.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Like I'm really trying to give this movie something. And then who else? And then the gay couple.
Yeah.
So those are our families?
And
Oh, and then Kate Hudson. So really there's 4 families.
yeah.
When they say
But then there's
3.
like other characters that are like their own thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the gay family and Kate Hudson's family live next door to each other,
They
and
might as well be in the same house.
yeah, and she's sisters with the other one of the other
Yeah.
from the other family.
Yeah.
Did I explain that well?
No,
Not
not
at
even a
all.
little, but-
it's hard to explain. So there's a lesbian family.
Yeah.
And one of the women in the lesbian family is sisters with Kate Hudson. There we go. That's the best I can do.
Maybe we should break this down into threads. I feel like
Yeah? Okay. Do you want to go thread by thread?
I need to turn this down a little bit.
Yeah, it is pretty hot.
Oh, a little hot. Okay, so maybe we should go by threads because there's a bunch of different threads in this movie. It's sort of like a day in the life, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just telling what's going on in these people's
I did not take my
lives.
notes in that way at all.
Well, I mean that's fine. I think we just watched the movie, which is
We know what it is.
which I think. So I think the main story thread that we're following is the Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
What is her character's name even?
Sandy.
Sandy? Okay.
But we're not going to call her Sandy.
No.
It's Jennifer Aniston.
So Jennifer Aniston's character has 2 kids, 2 sons. She is divorced fairly happily.
Very happy.
And at the beginning of the movie, we figure out that her ex-husband got remarried. And that's sort of the big kicker. And she is obviously not over the husband because she's
originally she thought that he would, because he's like, I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
And then leaves. And then she calls up Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson's like, he wants to get back together with you, bro.
Yeah. And there's like, oh,
definitely. You're getting a bigger ring. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like I've never met such a happily
divorced couple.
Happily divorced couple. Like you guys are obviously getting back together, blah, 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 blah. And he drops the bomb that he got remarried to a very, very much younger...
Very beautiful young lady.
Yes.
Let's actually find her because I'm going to look her up later.
So he's remarried. Happily, you know, they're doing their thing. So, and this sort of spurs Jennifer Aniston's character into being just really weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Shay Mitchell, by the way, is her name. Tina.
So I have to watch this entire movie just thinking that Jennifer Aniston's character is drunk 100% of the time because that is how she plays this character.
It kind of is a little
She
bit.
trips over herself. She talks to herself. She's like angry.
I don't know. Honestly, I think she's reaching psychosis.
A little bit.
Like, honestly. Like, she's just wearing herself out and making her life horrible for herself.
So it's the very typical cliches. A lot of this movie is cliche. This entire movie is very cliche.
Yeah.
So, of course, Jennifer Aniston's character is upset. You know, this younger, beautiful new wife is, and the kids like her, and she feels like she has to share her kids with the new, you know, stepmom, and she doesn't like it. So, and that's that story.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's really the story, yeah. She's just not happy that the kids have a new stepmom.
Yeah, and that's sort of just what we're seeing is the exploration of that. And the conclusion there is just that she's half okay with it.
I guess she's come to terms.
She comes to terms.
Because it's like, because then Mother's Day comes along, and she already is not happy with Tina, has expressed that she's not happy with Tina, Shay Mitchell's character.
Yeah.
Look that up, guys. Bikini body, it's great. And then, so she's expressed that she's not happy with Tina. And then at the, whatever the fuck that was, the, like, talent show, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
For the kids. And then the one kid's wearing his lion costume backwards and his tail's a dick. Like, there's lots of weird shit like that going on.
And again, you know, a lot like the last movie that we watched, there's a lot of just, like, weird things thrown in for humor's sake that you're just like, guys, this movie is already 2 hours long. Like, fucking stop.
How about maybe let's care about our characters first?
Yeah.
Before we make stupid fucking jokes like aren't funny.
And
you know?
it's just padding out the length to this already ridiculously long movie.
Yeah. This movie should have been like an hour 10.
Yeah.
Legit.
Tops.
Yeah. Like we don't need a full week before Mother's Day.
Yeah.
This movie's called Mother's Day for a fucking reason. Let's make it one day.
To this movie's credit, we saw Mother's Day. Mother's Day happened in this movie, so hallelujah!
Wow, there's some brownie points there, for sure.
So anyway, that is that storyline. It doesn't really go anywhere. Like, she comes to term with it. She wakes up in the morning of Mother's Day. And her kids give her a gift. They actually give her the wrong gift, and it was meant for the stepmom, but she's like, whatever. And at that point, she's like, no, it's okay. I just
and she explains the situation.
Yeah, she explains the situation to her kids. It's like, you know, I just don't want to...
Mommy doesn't want to share.
Yeah. Hold on, Mommy's got a hangover. I just need a moment. That's...
Yeah.
And she kind of comes to terms with that. And her kid has, like, some crisis where... he
has an asthma attack.
Yeah, he has an asthma attack, and they come together over that. I think that's the real thing is...
Yeah, because they were over at the dad's place, and then Tina had no idea what to do, so she called the mom.
Yeah.
Brought the whole fam dam together because they go to the emergency room.
And that's sort of, and I mean, like,
it was all right.
Not to jump ahead of ourselves, but the end of this movie is really just wrapping things up as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that thread. That's sort of the main, I feel like that's the main thread of the movie, but there's other stuff happening.
And we'll get to connections and stuff because, like, I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
If there's anything, it's like, oh, the characters are coming together. You know what I mean? Like, that's all that's really got going on. So I'll explain the Jason Sudeikis thread.
Yeah.
So we got Jason Sudeikis kicking around. Jason Sudeikis, he's got two young ladies, two young girls, and...
Which, for some reason, I feel like the younger daughter appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, she doesn't talk for like the first little bit, and he's like, all of a sudden a soccer game's going on, and it's just like, hey kid, get over here, and we don't even realize that it's his kid.
Like, is she even in the movie before that? Like, the older daughter plays a very prevalent role in the opening stuff.
I honestly don't remember seeing the kid, to be honest with you, until the soccer game.
She just appears out of nowhere, and suddenly there's 2 kids.
maybe that's a fault on us. I don't know. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, I think it's a fault of the movie.
We might not have been paying attention, but
Maybe not.
I don't know.
We might have been making fun of it the entire time. I don't know.
Or just shaking our head, going, "How is this movie still going?" But I digress.
Yeah. So Jason Sudeikis, he works at a gym, and he's a widower.
So he does work there. Yeah, he works there. Okay.
Yeah. I think he like runs it or something. I don't know. He's all talking to these women there, and they have this weird dynamic where he's like asks them advice.
Yeah, he just
for
has
his kids, you know, because he
his
doesn't
best
have a
friends.
mommy.
Yeah, his best friends are a bunch of women that work out
there.
the.
Yeah. So then, first connection. Okay. They meet up. Sandy, the Jennifer Aniston's character, and Jason Sudeikis, they have a meet cute in the supermarket. Yeah. And it is real cute.
It's adorable.
Jennifer
Aniston is super drunk and just spilling over her words.
She actually vomits on Jason Sudeikis.
But I mean, like, that's the
full
only way.
Spaghetti dinner. Mom's spaghetti.
That's the only way this makes sense to me, though, because she's just...
No, she's crazy.
She's just a crazy woman who just jumbles over everything she says and is overly dramatic with everything, which is Jennifer Aniston's thing. That's her shtick. Yeah. And I feel like she's just drunk 100% of the time, and that's what makes this work. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't even paying attention during this whole thing, so explain it to me.
Okay. So Jason Sudeikis, like, how does it end? So... Jason Sudeikis is like, they're talking about Mother's Day, right? And he's like, well, I don't want to do Mother's Day. We're not going to celebrate it because their mom just died. Yeah, that was his big thing. So then Mother's Day comes around, and he like goes upstairs to see his kids on Mother's Day, and they're not there. And he calls up Kimberly, his big beautiful black friend, calls her up, and she's like, I got your kids. Yeah. You know Sorry, dude. I'm going to Mexico. See you later, motherfucker.
I actually enjoyed the...
That's not actually what it is.
No. I actually really liked his response to his kids being missing, because I feel like in a lot of these movies, it's like, the kids are gone. Oh, they're whatever. And, you know, it's really la la la. Like, he was legit worried. And I was like, thank you, movie, for being at least a little bit realistic. And like, oh, shit, my kids are gone. Let's call the fucking cops because they're gone.
Yeah. So he comes with Kimberly. She has them. They go, and then he's looking around town for them because Kimberly didn't tell. And he goes to the cemetery, and they're having it was actually a good moment. Yeah, I really did enjoy that moment, actually. There's literally a couple moments that were like, I was genuinely felt emotional.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool because at first I was just like, well, why didn't they tell their dad? I was like, well, no, Dad doesn't want to celebrate Mother's Day. He doesn't want anything to do with this, but we need to have our moment. Yeah. And I think that's what it was, is the girls needed their moment with their mom to just cry it out and have
and it's actually
an emotional
good.
moment.
You actually felt it,
yeah.
which is like, you can't say that a lot about this movie. Yeah. So that's good. And then he like buys a bunch of stuff for Mother's Day, and they have a Mother's Day celebration, and he breaks his leg. And then
so he does this awful friggin' karaoke
That
thing.
Was the worst, man. I actually wanted to turn it off.
Yeah. And not even like a haha, this is like, no, it was just
it was
bad.
Really, yeah. He does a song. Okay, let me explain it. He starts to rap because he buys his daughter a karaoke machine. And because his mom, their mother liked it a lot.
Or something.
Yeah. Which looked like a robot. It looked terrifying. And so he decides to do a rap because he's a cool dad, and it's the Humpty Dumpty dance. And he gets his kids to do the Humpty Dumpty dance, and then he falls over the banister and breaks his leg.
Yeah, it was like halfway through this terrible song.
I'm like, thank God, that's how I felt too. I wanted to break Jason Sudeikis' leg there too.
I'm reaching for the remote. I'm just like, we're finding another fucking movie because this shit has gone
Seriously,
too
dude,
far.
I wanted to pause and like take a moment just to realize that life is good again. You know?
So he breaks his leg. That's awesome. It ended the song. It was fucking phenomenal. And so they go to the hospital, but we're getting ahead of ourselves again. I feel like
we'll come back to the hospital.
Yeah,
how about
so that? He's at the hospital. He broke his leg.
And and then also Jennifer Aniston's character and company are at the hospital as well because of asthma attack.
Yes. Okay, so now we come to the sisters.
Right. The sisters, and let's do Kate Hudson in tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll do Julia Roberts and Young Mom in tandem because there's too much to cover.
I need to talk about Julia Roberts a lot.
That's our last one. Oh, no, definitely that's our last one because we got lots to say about Julia.
All right, so the sisters. So we have these two sisters. They are neighbors.
Which is Kate Hudson and I recognize that other woman.
Yeah,
but anyways.
I don't know names.
Another lesbian woman. How about that? I'll look up her name.
So we have these two sisters. They are, they're neighbors. And it turns out they haven't really talked to their parents at all in years.
Because their parents are shit.
Yeah, their parents are like...
They're racist Texans.
They're very stereotypical racist Texas parents who...
Yeah.
Made the one daughter break up with the boyfriend because he was Indian, and so you get that.
Not good people.
Not good people,
No.
and you're like, okay, I haven't talked to them in a while. So the one sister is married to her lover,
and they have a kid,
and it's all cool. And then the other sister is married to her Indian husband.
Oh, also we meet them while they're building a womb float for the Mother's Day parade.
The womb float is...
It's a little weird.
But
it was a weird introduction. Like, I don't mind it.
It's one of the first things we see in this movie. Is this
womb
thing, and you're just like, so that's where this movie's going.
Okay,
all right,
yeah,
okay,
cool.
So the other one actually ended up marrying the Indian boyfriend. So that's cool, and they have a kid as well. Now, the parents don't know they're married at all. So that they haven't really,
on either end.
On either side.
Yeah.
They haven't talked to the parents. I don't know. I feel like the one sister was in some contact with the parents.
Yeah, obviously more contact than Kate Hudson. Well, the lesbian one was lying. They didn't know that she was lesbian.
Yeah,
she was lying, saying that she was with an investment banker.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the parents didn't know anything. And then suddenly they have this Skype call. Because I think, the one sister is in kind of contact with the parents. And basically the one sister tricks the other sister into talking to her parents over a Skype call. It was just like, okay, let's throw this olive branch. We're going to say hi to Mom for Mother's Day. We're not going to apologize or anything stupid like that. But we'll just throw this out there and be like, hey, Mom, it's Mother's Day. And that's it. Mm-hmm. So they do that. And that's really it. They do the thing and they're just like, hi, we understand that Mom is racist, and that's that.
Like, but it's really casual racism, and it's like
super casual. Like, they're really trying to hammer home that these are just I think what they're trying to get us to say to feel is just like, oh, they're just of another time.
Yeah, it's like when your grandparents say Negro and you're like, whoa,
oh, that's not Grandma. No,
Grandma, that's not okay. And then you look to your mom, you're like, Mom, like what's going on? And Mom's like, just stop. They just left them.
That's just me, Ma. That's just me, Ma. It's fine.
It'll be cool. It's chill. It's exactly, I think that's what they were trying to go for. Yeah. And it does not pan out.
It does not even.
Because it just comes off as just like, why is there casual racism in this movie? Like,
yeah.
Why?
Also, I think at this point we need to state that this movie is entirely a crew and cast of rich white people.
Oh, yeah, only.
100%.
Yeah.
It's all about rich white people.
Except for 2 Indian people.
Who are just super stereotypical.
And okay with racism.
And the husband is shitty. Like, that guy sucks.
We have differing opinions on the husband.
I think that guy sucks.
Okay, so...
Okay, yeah,
we'll explain it a little more.
So we have the Skype call with the mom.
Yeah.
And we realize
nothing is revealed.
Yeah, nothing really revealed.
They're slightly racist.
They're slightly racist, but it doesn't, like, blow up. Nothing really happens.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's
and we fast forward till Friday.
Yeah. Randomly.
Parents.
Hey. Yeah, so there's not really a lot that goes on in the thread, in this part of the thread throughout the movie until this next part where you get a couple days later and they're just going about their business and suddenly they're getting a Skype call from parents. Mm-hmm. And the one sister tricks the other sister into taking the call again, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey, hi, what's going on? It's Mom again. And you realize that Mom and Dad are outside at the front door. They're at the front door, Skype calling, and
they just waltzed right in.
Yeah. Now, to take this Skype call, she had to take a picture of her husband and son off the wall. So, like, she has lots of pictures and stuff of, like, their family, and she does not want her mom to know that they've been married, and so
it's really bad. It's really stupid.
I'm stumbling over my words because I don't know how to explain it in a way that's like, it's just...
Well, there isn't a way to explain it, honestly.
Yeah, they're just really... they're just hiding everything from everybody.
Because the story's so, like, it's so drawn out.
Yeah.
That there's not that much of a story going on.
Yeah, so I'm almost trying to upsell you on this
There's
story.
more going on, yeah.
Which
I feel we
really
just need to cut to it. So they're racist. They find out everything.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, you're married to this Indian guy, and you have an Indian kid, and oh, you're gay, and you're married to your wife, and you have an adopted son.
Well, shit, we're going back to Texas.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, fuck, we're out.
See you later, liberals. I'm gone.
And then like their tire is flat, and somebody's pulled out the starter thing.
Yeah.
So
they're stuck.
They're stuck. They can't leave.
They're stuck in white America.
Yeah.
So that's that. So we'll leave that there.
Yeah, let's leave that thread there.
So the husband. Oh well, the husband gets really mad.
Oh yeah. Okay. So the husband finds out that. So I guess she's been telling her husband that her parents are just crazy and in an asylum or something.
Yeah, that they have dementia.
And that's why he's never met her parents. Is for that. And then he finds out that instead of them having dementia, they're just crazy racists. But, like, here's my problem with this entire thing, though. If she was just like, okay, I know I lied to you, I know I didn't tell you the exact truth, but they're just crazy racists, and I want nothing to do with them, I feel like that's the end of that story.
Chris, you're putting me in a horrible situation right now. You know why? And I hate you for it. Because now I gotta defend Mother's Day. Okay. I have to defend a character motivation, for God's sakes.
Defend this, because he gets his response to this entire thing of just like, okay, my wife lied to me about her parents is, I'm fucking packing. He's packing. He's moving away.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's taking off.
Yeah.
He goes to...
Okay, but here's the thing, okay? I hate this. I hate myself right now, but I'm gonna do it. I'm committing. So, because they say in the movie, he's like, from our first date, you told me they had dementia and that I couldn't talk to them, whatever, right? And he's like, what about the 50th date or da-da-da-da-da, right? He's going, like, having this long diatribe and, like, while he's packing. And, like, I understand where he's coming from. Because it's like, you find out that it's because of your skin color that she can't have this relationship with her parents, you know? So to me, and this movie is trying to make some sort of comment on race, I guess. Not really, though.
But I feel like his response
But, like, to me, it's like, to me, that makes sense. He's like, fuck you. You just lied to me for like 30 or 20 years or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Okay. But
so, come on.
Still, like,
You respect Mother's Day right now. You respect motherhood and Mother's Day.
I refuse. So, I don't know. I don't like it. And
I'm not saying it's a strong character motivation. Don't worry.
His response is ridiculous, and it continues to be ridiculous. But we'll get there. So basically, parents are stuck. You know where this is going. I don't think there's no secret here. They work it out.
They work it out.
They work it out.
They love the. So, because the reason why they work it out, let's just tie this one up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to talk about this one again.
Exactly.
So, what ends up happening, and I'm going to be real quick here because it's absolute batshit. There's all of a sudden there's this like Skype call on her computer, on her daughter's computer.
From a very Indian icon, I'm going to say.
It is Vishnu, the elephant god.
They go so full on stereotypical Indian. It's ridiculous.
Could you imagine, like, you decide to put your Indian mother-in-law, like the profile picture on her Skype thing as Vishnu,
like,
the Hindu god? Like, what the fuck? Anyways. So they talk and they share a beer together.
There's a random Skype call, and the mother is in the kitchen just getting a beer or something. Mm-hmm. And so there's a random Skype call, and it's the mother of the husband.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
we have mother of wife and mother of husband on this Skype call together.
Yeah.
And they're just like, man, and the Indian mother's just like, man, I hated it when I found out she was white. And like, I
hate that you're brown.
Yeah, it's basically, I hate that you're brown, I hate that you're white, but we're gonna share a beer.
But it's chill.
Yeah, and I think at one point the Indian mother is just like, I don't know if that was racist, but it was funny.
That's exactly what. No, I wrote it down because it was so stupid.
And I'm just like, whoa, no, she was just super legit racist. You can't be this chill about it.
Yeah, I just wrote down Indian grandma is cool with racism.
Yeah.
Because literally she does say that. Her exact words are like, what was it? It was, God. You know, I think that was racist, but it was funny.
Yeah, and I think that's what this movie is trying to be. It's just like, yeah, we know we're racist, but we're funny, so it doesn't...
That's okay, right? It's chill.
And
so then they end up... So later on in the movie, Mother's Day is happening.
Yeah.
The lesbian couple's gonna take their float down.
Yeah.
But then hijinks happen.
Hijinks.
Kate Hudson and her sister go into their parents' RV and they have a sit-down talk. And they're like, listen, like, we need to rectify this, right? Yeah. Then they get the Indian guy to come in based on a lie again, and then not gonna explain that, it's real dumb. And then they hash it out, but the way they hash it out is through a life and death situation because
so
the grandfather decides to drive down a hill and say that the brakes are broken. And that's how they all come together again. Legitimately, that's what brings them back all together is their fear of death.
So they have this conversation before the hijinks. And they're having this conversation, and the husband's just like, all right, I forgive you. No, I lied. Now how does it feel? You're just like, fuck you, guy. Just
like,
fucking
seriously, though, yeah.
Stop being an asshole. And you're just like, okay, well, I guess he's not into this. And then they have this super hijinks thing where the brakes are gone, and oh no, we're all gonna die. And he falls over onto his wife, and they have this like weird sexy moment or something.
I
don't know. Maybe they were
proximity is I don't know.
Fuck. But they're just like on top of each other, and then at the end of it all, they're just like, cool.
Yeah, they're good.
They're just good.
Honestly, I heard no dialogue that was like, I love you.
There was no dialogue.
Yeah, honestly, they're just screaming.
The brakes were gone. They were like, oh no. And then at the end of it, Grandpa puts the brakes on, went, haha, I was just kidding. And
death brings family together.
They do say that.
But then
they're just like, okay, everything's good. And they're having a fucking picnic.
Well, no. Okay, we need to talk about this moment because this is the most fucked up moment of the whole movie. So they get pulled over by the cops because they're speeding down a fucking hill in an RV.
Right.
Being followed by a womb float.
So many cops also.
Yeah, there's like 3 cop cruisers. So they get pulled over by the police. Everybody has to get out. They're at gunpoint.
Gunpoint, yeah.
And then the Indian guy comes up.
No, because I think you're going to get this wrong. There was no gun. There was no guns.
Right, until...
Okay, yeah, no, they were just like, everything's cool, but they're just like, all right, everybody get out and stuff. There's no gun pointing. There's no nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the Indian guy walks out, and they got their hands on their guns. They're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I think, now, I don't know what they were trying to do here, because he's wearing this, like, really effeminate robe.
Like a kimono robe
or whatever, just because that was the thing he had to throw on to have his stupid little meeting.
Yeah.
But then, like, this Indian guy walks out, and they're all of a sudden, everybody's like, whoa, 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 and they got their hands on their
Danger
guns.
Will Robinson.
And they're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then, like, the black lady cop is just like, no, he's my doctor, he's cool. And they're like, okay, cool. But
he fixed my knee last summer.
It's like, what? Was this like a Black Lives Matter thing?
I actually think that's what they were trying to do. And then they're like,
whoa, the colored guy! Whoa, 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 whoa! It's like, that's all I could read from that was just the colored guy walks
that's all
out.
it was. That's all it was. And then the black cop's like, bruh, don't worry, my brother, I got you.
Yeah. Don't worry, the brown guy, he's my doctor, because of course he is, because stereotypical.
Don't worry, man. You got allies on the force. Don't worry about me. I'll never hurt you.
Fuck.
You know? Like, it's just like, why do we need that? Why do we need that in this fucking movie? I don't get it. Also, another really offensive thing, just to get them all out on the board, one of the couples that we haven't talked about yet, which we actually forgot because it's a young couple. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
One of the couples, he's a comedian and he works at a bar called Shorty's, run by a dwarf. And you meet the dwarf, and he's a very not prominent character, but he comes in and out.
He's the boss.
It's like, why?
The only reason he's in the movie is because he's short. And
like, it's not even edgy.
Like,
it's just like, you know what this movie needs? A dwarf.
And we
got disabled kids. We got, Indian boys and Indian mothers.
But everything's super stereotypical in a way that's, like, not cool.
No, it's not cool.
It's not. And especially in this movie, chock full of white people, rich white people having kind of problems.
Written and directed by rich white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's really out of touch. It really feels out of touch.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. It feels like a fucking Pepsi commercial is what it feels like.
Yeah, just like, all right, guys, here, have this can of Pepsi.
Look,
everything's all good.
Black Lives Matter. It's all good.
But anyway, why don't we talk about the young couple? Because
sure, we'll just breeze right through them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we only have Julia Roberts and the young couple left. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Cool. So, why don't you explain the young couple? Because I don't even know where to begin there.
Okay, yeah. So the young couple, we get introduced to them kind of randomly, honestly, and then they get connected through like Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson's friends.
So
with her.
he works at the bar. He's the bartender.
Yeah. He's a comedian and a bartender.
Yeah.
And she also works at the bar, and they're not married because she has like this she has some baggage.
Yeah.
Right? That isn't talked about yet.
So, but she has the kid. So they've had a kid. They've been
together for like 5
girlfriend
years.
for forever.
Yeah.
And this like 16-year-old girl. I don't know how old she's supposed to be. Let's say for the sake of the movie, she's 18 years old, which she does not look 18. But anyway.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
But this 18 in quotes girl is like best friends with this 50-year-old freaking like mother. Just, I don't know. Everybody's best friends with everybody.
Kate Hudson's youthful, okay?
Yeah.
You get out.
But Jennifer Aniston has had some work done. Her face doesn't move anymore.
No.
So she has to overact in order to... I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting so far away from the thread. Let's get back to young
Bring
couple.
it back. Young couple.
Young
life.
couple.
So she has baggage, and he wants to get married, but she doesn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, there's something, like, tell me. And she's like, no, I can't. So then she's upset, talking to Kate Hudson, and she's like, okay, there is baggage. I have a mother. I can go meet her, but I'm scared. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Weird that you just expositionally just say that to Kate Hudson, but it's cool.
That's sort of the entirety of the movie, especially the beginning.
It's just because they don't have time.
Yeah,
they just
we
have
didn't
to
really
go
talk
for
about it, but I feel like it really needs to be said. The exposition in this movie, especially in the opening scenes and stuff, but throughout, is awful. Like, it's just people being like, this is what's happening, reading
This
directly
is what
from
has
the
happened. Yeah.
reading directly from the script. Okay, my character thinks this now. You know?
Yeah. Seriously, that is a moment in, like, those are lines like that. It's like, oh, you're so sympathetic. You know? Like,
yeah,
shit like
exactly.
that.
So, yeah, the exposition is awful. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's heavy-handed. And, like, I was expecting, because, like, I actually made a comment after the first 20 minutes or whatever it was. I'm like, okay, good. We got the exposition out of the way.
it does get better, but it's still never...
Okay, but for like 10 minutes, and then we're back into exposition heavy everything.
Yeah,
you know,
nobody can act well enough to go with the flow and
No,
tell
it's
us
not natural.
through visuals. It's like, no, I have two kids.
yeah.
Just audience, dude.
My life is hard. I am sad right now.
I'm so rich and sad.
But seriously though. So she says, you know, I'm going to go meet my birth mother, whatever. Right? So, and then she does.
Yeah.
And so now, let's go back. Throughout the movie, we're like, have these interjections of the Home Shopping Network.
Yes.
Hosted by our good friend, Julia Roberts.
Yes.
Marie,
Who is
I don't even know.
so underutilized in this movie.
Like, she's the only
my God.
fucking one that's acting. The only one that's actually giving a
Everybody
good
else in this
portrayal
movie
of
is
her character.
phoning it the fuck in.
Yeah. And you can tell, like, there's something behind her eyes. There's something going on.
Yeah, she's just like, you know what? I'm an actor. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, like, she actually does it. And, like, but it's these weird, just, like, quick interjections for the whole... We aren't even introduced to her character. Like,
Yeah, we
there's
have,
no,
like, these 10 seconds
There's no
little-
walk and talk. There's no meet cute. There's no nothing that you'd expect from a rom-com.
So you have these like 10 seconds little clips of the show that's happening, this shopping network, and then they like go in for another few seconds just to give you like the after, like as it's recording and stuff, but then they cut away. You're just like, oh, we got so close to seeing this character, and then cut away.
And they do that like 3 times before we actually meet Julia Roberts' character.
Yeah.
So Jennifer Aniston, the way we meet Julia Roberts' character and like realize like, oh, she's a grounded, cool individual that I can actually give a shit about, is about halfway through the movie when Jennifer Aniston's character gets a job through her because she's an interior designer.
Which doesn't even go anywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't go
It doesn't
anywhere.
resolve itself at all.
It doesn't do anything.
It should make her life way better. It could change her, like Jennifer Aniston's character, because she gets the job, spoiler alert.
Yeah, so
in some sort of
Jennifer
weird...
Aniston's having a really bad day, and everything's going kind of crazy.
Just not
bad.
working out, yeah.
And so she's going to this like interview, and she's late for this interview because she just had a freak out in her car.
Because she's a mom.
Because she's a mom. Oh, yeah, sorry. She's late for the interview because she's a mom. Not because she was sitting there having a freak out for 15 minutes in her car about her husband, who is happily married. And
you shut your fucking mouth, you side-gendered liberal piece of shit.
Anyway.
She's a mother.
So she gets to this interview late, and Julia Roberts' character is doing pictures or something with some contest winners. So obviously she's too late for the interview. She can't do the interview. That sucks.
Yeah.
For her.
But then Julia Roberts sees promise.
Yeah. And again, because Julia Roberts
for no reason.
So good, at just being an actor, she doesn't have to say it. She just has to look in Jennifer Aniston's direction, and you know what's going on in her brain.
Yeah, and for no reason though. It makes no sense why she would feel that way.
Yeah, but at least you know what's going on. And it's so weird with her because every other character has to explicitly say what's going on in their fucking brain at all times.
So why would this character? Honestly, to me, that obviously seems like they don't have faith in their actors or something, or their story.
Which apparently they shouldn't have, because everybody phoned it in. But Julia Roberts was probably just like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
I don't need to say it. I got this.
She took it seriously.
Yeah. So she looks at her and she's like, okay, so she understands that she's a mom. She's has it hard and she's going to give her a chance. Yeah. So they have this meeting. They have this meeting. She gets the job, and that's awesome. And then you never hear about it again.
No, it's not brought up. But it's supposed to be this moment of like, okay, Jennifer Aniston's life is picking up, and like
she's doing.
You know, the ex-husband stuff isn't working out, but you know, career, everything else is okay, right? And that's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. And we never come back to it again. Not even mentioned.
It felt like this moment where it's just like, okay, like moms know.
Yeah,
right?
that's
like,
kind of
a mom knows a mom. A mom knows what's going on. But at this point, we don't even know that what's her face is even a mom. So we don't even have that connection really.
So here we go. So now we come back to the young couple. Yeah. Okay. Because literally that storyline's done. The Jennifer Aniston, Julia Roberts, they never meet again.
Just hit a wall.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
All right, bye. So some storyline had to fall off, though, and that's the one they chose.
Because there's far too many fucking storylines.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So then there's like this meetup going on with Julia Roberts' character, because she's famous.
Yeah.
And then the young girl is there. And she says, Big Root, what the fuck? I'm your daughter.
Yeah, she's doing a book signing.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a book signing, so she goes and it's like, I'm your daughter.
And then her people are like, you're trying to get money from us. Fuck right off. And she's like, just let her know I didn't want money. And then it's
also
gone.
She pulls out her papers.
Yeah, and she pulls out her papers like, you forged these.
Or something. I just was like,
you're a goddamn liar.
Yeah.
Go home. Seriously, that's what it is. And then, what is Julia Roberts show up at her door? Or something like that? Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. So then Julia Roberts shows up at her door, explains that they were like young lovers that had to give their child up for adoption. And she's never loved again, and Julia Roberts chose her career because she couldn't love again and find a family again, right? She didn't want to tarnish.
It's one of those things where it's like they have to check off.
But it actually hit. Like, I actually felt something.
That moment, and again, it's to Julia Roberts' credit because she's so good.
Her eyes are welling up.
Yeah, like she's like legit crying, and the daughter's crying, and there's this real moment that does not belong in this movie. The entire rest of this movie is people overacting and underselling, and then they have this like real quiet, like nice moment where like there's this real emotion, and
then she introduces her to her granddaughter, and it's really beautiful, honestly.
Like, it's a good moment that does not belong in this awful movie.
No.
And it's just like Julia Roberts is just so underutilized because she is so too good for this movie.
Like, way too good. And like, she took it seriously, obviously. Like, she believed in it for some reason. Somebody convinced her to believe in this movie.
But I feel like she just brings that,
maybe she's just that much of a professional.
Yeah. She's just like, okay, this is a shit movie, but fuck it, I'll act the shit out of it.
Yeah, and she did. And
yeah,
honestly,
absolutely.
Like, kudos. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you
for making this.
You're the reason we didn't turn it off and choose another movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the young couple gets married at Shorty's.
Yeah.
And the shorty hurries it along because people are looking for tables.
Yeah. Right. Like you didn't just get this free publicity, this hugely popular celebrity is getting.
And by the way, Julia Roberts is wearing a beautiful cape.
That capes
are in.
Capes.
Let me know. They're on trend. So, but no, anyways, that's literally it. And then we're done with that. Julia Roberts, we don't see her again.
No.
That's done.
That thread is over.
That thread's over. Oh yeah, come back to the hospital. So to tie up these other threads. So Jason Sudeikis meets the Jennifer Aniston character again.
Yeah.
And her arm stuck in a vending machine.
And so they do this neat thing throughout the movie where every time they meet each other, it's like super awkward, and I kind of really dig it in a weird way where they're just like super awkward, and they're gonna get together, but every time they meet, it just
doesn't work out. Yeah. It was okay. It wasn't unwatchable, let's say that.
As long as your headcanon is that Jennifer Aniston's character is fucking drunk the entire time, this movie is so much better.
Your headcanon. It is true. It really changes this entire movie. And makes Jennifer Aniston make sense.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we missed a nice moment on Mother's Day. she was gonna have the kids. Jennifer Aniston's character was gonna have the kids on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then she drives them to the dad's house to let Tina have a little bit of Mother's Day.
Because she wasn't gonna let them because like Mother's Day is my day.
And it was nice. And the ex-husband was like, "Thank you, you're very kind." And then asthma attack.
So let's get back because I sort of cut you off there. We're back at the hospital. And Jennifer Aniston has her arm stuck in a vending machine because the vending machine fucked up and didn't give her candy.
Yep.
Now she's got her arm in it.
That classic gag.
That classic gag.
That old chestnut.
So she's got her arm stuck in there because she's fucking Homer Simpson it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Artie Mosquitoes.
And then Buddy with his broken leg walks up and is just like, "Do you need help?" And they get together from that.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really, there's nothing, I
helps.
feel like I want to over-explain this stuff to make it, but
that's seriously all it is.
that is it. It's just like, oh, okay, they help and that's that. And
Yeah.
you know they're going to get together. You don't really see it, but you know they're going to get together.
He gives her his card and he's
Oh, yeah.
and she's like, "Oh my god, that's my gym.
Yeah.
I'll totally meet you there."
Why haven't I met you there before? Because he hides every time he sees you.
Yeah.
Like
He's not ready for a serious relationship.
He really isn't.
So, yeah, and then that's where our movie ends. Actually, our movie ends with a beautiful moment. Flo, our racist grandmother and our Indian grandmother take a selfie together.
Yeah.
And they just hard cut it. Credits.
That's
the last scene.
And then you see this beautiful blooper, which I have to give credit to the bloopers.
The blooper is really funny.
They had more emotion in them than the actual movie did.
The bloopers were more watchable than that 2-hour movie.
Where they had this kid who was really afraid of the boom mic.
It's so cute. He's scared of the dead cat on it.
And so like the actress is just like, "No, it's just a mic. Here, just touch it. It's fluffy." And it's just like this kid is like afraid of this mic, and it's like, "Oh." Okay.
A more genuine moment than any moment of the entire movie.
Yeah. Except for that one.
So sad. Like, what the fuck? I get it though. Like, honestly, I have a big issue with these movies. Obviously, these ensemble movies are just a money grab for the actors.
But imagine the money they
studios.
paid for all of these names. Like, this movie cost money to make. Just in names alone. Like, Jennifer Aniston is one of the top paid friggin' women actresses in the world. They put some money into getting these names here to get butts in the seats.
Like, they got paid millions to be in this movie. The big actors did.
But of course, like, that's it. Like, that's it. It's, hey, let's stick these names on this movie and throw it out the door.
Yeah. I'm not, like, the thing is, it's just, what I'm really wishing from this, because at this point it's a genre.
Yeah.
Like, they've created their own genre, these ensemble cast holiday movies, right?
Yeah.
You got it's like Love Actually, Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and now Mother's Day. And, they alluded to Father's Day.
Yeah, we'll have to watch Father's Day.
We're going to watch Father's Day. Like, fuck me. Halfway through this movie, I was literally like, this is the worst idea. Why do we do this podcast?
Yeah, you were just like, we are not doing this podcast anymore. This is fucked up. Why do we do this?
I've already been broken. Like, I thought this would be like 10 episodes in.
2.
And episode 2, I'm broken. Like,
we're gonna have to watch a slightly better movie next time.
But here's what I wanted to say about, like, we really need, I'm gonna ask Hannah, like, please give me something that we might enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be nice.
Just lob one in for me, please.
Yeah. So, with this new genre, I'm really hoping at some point they kind of break the myth of these movies in that, like, they make it self-aware. You know?
Or something, yeah.
Like, they make you, because everybody knows that's what it is. It's this phone it in thing, like you were saying, right?
Yeah. Where everybody's literally reading from the script, like, I feel this now.
Every B actor is literally reading off of a sheet in front of them, you know?
And most of the A actors are really just reading off the script as well. Like,
oh no, are you upset? Tell me about it.
What was
it was when she's upset. So they're at the playground, and young mom wants to tell her baggage.
Again, young mom. What's her name?
I don't know. I only called her young mom.
She was really good too. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, she was okay.
And she was having this moment with this other.
With Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. And so she's having this like moment. It's like, I was adopted, and that's why I have all these emotions. And Kate Hudson's just like, oh,
wow, that sucks, man.
Wow, that sucks.
Like, the worst reaction.
Yeah, just, again, like,
and the way
off the script is like, wow,
it's so bad.
Sucks.
And she's, like, upset in, like, on the playground, and, like, which really like makes it seem like she's 16 years old. But then
Yeah.
yeah, she's playing in the playground.
And the editing in this movie, I just, I don't know if people want to dive too inside baseball into that
Fuck
kind of
it.
shit.
This is our podcast, buddy.
But like some of the editing choices in this movie are just don't make any sense.
No.
Like this.
Oh, we forgot about the sad montage.
The sad montage.
So everybody at some point in the middle of the movie is really sad.
Because everybody's day just going terribly.
Oh my gosh. My Friday's the worst.
And they have a sad montage where
With an Ed Sheeran song behind it for 30 seconds. They don't even fade it up. It's just like...
oh yeah, it's...
And Jason Sudeikis is sad. And Jennifer Aniston is sad. And whoever else is
whoever
sad.
else is in this movie is sad.
Is sad. And then it ends.
Yeah.
And we're at like this fun like weekend barbecue thing. Like it's just...
But there's, I mean, I don't want to talk about it too much, but there's just a few points in the movie where the cuts are just really weird, where it's like
they go for too long, they don't show a reaction or something.
Or they like cut two different time periods together, and just very jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the continuity is a little messed up there. And like
you're right. Like there's just a couple like filmmaking things that are just off.
Yeah.
Like
and
craft stuff.
Holy crap, is this movie lit? Like, there is not a shadow to be seen in this movie.
Oh, high key lighting.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I said. I'm like, I don't think I've seen a shadow.
There is, like, everything is super bright and polished and, like, yeah, we get it. You're fucking rich and you're white and everything is clean and everything is so lit because there's no shadows.
Like, yeah, though.
We get it.
No black people, no shadows.
Oh, no. There's the one
dare.
black person. The sassy black woman.
The ally cop.
Yeah. No, there's the sassy,
oh, right,
fat
Kimberly. Right, yeah. Who tries to do strip dancing.
And again, like super stereotypical, just like, fucking come on.
I know, no, it's bad.
Fucking...
The sassy black woman.
Yeah, we get it. She's fat and she wants to pole dance. It's hilarious? No.
I guess so. Yeah, sure.
I think it's funny, I guess. Fucking...
I did chuckle. I did chuckle. Because they had the dancer beside her doing really well. And then she tries to do it. It was okay.
It's just, it's so, like, you've seen it in 100 other movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I shouldn't expect more from a movie like this, because that's this kind of movie's bread and butter. But every time I see it, you're just like, fuck, again.
No, I know, man. I know.
God, okay.
I'm just really hoping, like I said before, like, I'm just really, to repeat myself, I'm just really hoping for them to really subvert the genre in some sort of way.
So, yeah, somebody needs to get in there and just be like, okay, we get it, and be super
like
self-aware.
I feel like it should be kind of like how, like, This Is the End. Like, that's an ensemble movie.
Tina Fey would do something like that.
Right? So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would appreciate, like, because This Is the End was exactly that. It was like, is very self-aware of what it was. Mm-hmm. We are an ensemble movie. We're not going to hide that. In fact, we're going to play ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, how great would that be if the next ensemble movie is rich white ladies?
Yeah, right?
Because that's what this movie was.
We get it. We're rich. We're white. Let's do this.
We have white people problems. Like, yeah, that's what it should. That's what I'm hoping. We're not going to get that.
No.
Never.
I mean, I feel like somebody is going to do that eventually.
I mean, yeah, but it's not the demographic for these movies. The demographic for these movies is like,
oh no, they're not gonna sell that movie to the people that are watching these movies. They're gonna sell it to us and be like, hey guys, we get it. Yeah, you get it, we get it. It's gonna be a ride.
It's the demographic is like your aunt on Facebook who asks, "Are you on Facebook? Do you go on Facebook? Do you know? I don't see you on Facebook. Are you on Facebook?"
Oh God, they do the stupid thing where it's like the young character talks about tweeting, and the old character is just like, "What's tweeting?"
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, because Tina, the hot stepmom,
so hey, just tweet me.
Just at me, slide in my DMs, bro. And then,
but she doesn't. You know what? If she would have said that, at least I wouldn't be like, okay, it's kind of believable.
Yeah.
Who says tweet me?
Nobody.
Hey Sam. Hey Sam, just tweet me.
Hey, yeah, bro, just at me later on.
No, again, she doesn't even say at me.
No, I know.
It's like, you know what?
I know, it's so
I have
hard.
said that to somebody in the past. Is okay.
Yeah, and that's not that weird.
Yeah. No, tweet me.
Tweet me.
Tweet me.
And then she says it later and
Jennifer
acknowledges
Aniston,
how stupid that was.
Because it's not a real thing anybody has ever said.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston's character is supposed to be the old person going, that doesn't make sense. What is a tweet? But in reality, it's just like, no, nobody says that. That's just a weird thing to say. Anyway.
So, like, what's your review? What's your 2-minute review there?
I give it, okay. It's one star out of
Seriously,
5.
yeah. Honestly, yeah, 1. I'd give it a 1. I was gonna give it a half, but I'll give it a 1.
It's like the story.
Julia Roberts brings it up to a 1.
The stories don't go anywhere, and I mean it's sort of a day in the life thing, and I kind of get that, but there's there's no real reason to anything other than like
I love that sound.
I feel like these movies generally have some sort of thing they're trying to say, and I think this movie was trying to say motherhood is hard, but they don't actually ever really get there.
No.
I mean, they do kind of sort of with Jennifer Aniston's character, but then they just drop that halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
So you're left going, well, what is the point? Other than rich people problems. Like
that's all this movie became.
Yeah.
Legitimately, yeah. It wasn't a movie about mothers. That's for damn sure.
And it wasn't a movie about the real troubles of motherhood.
Yeah.
Like
that could be great. That's what Julia Roberts' thing was, though.
Yeah.
That was legit struggle,
Yeah.
you know? Like, she struggled with this, like, giving her kid up.
I mean, one of the main characters is a father, so he's not really there, and he's having some,
But I get that, though.
awkward,
it's like he's trying to take on the motherhood
and he has
role,
the
right?
weird, awkward single father things that, I totally get that. But, like...
Being a single father.
Yeah. But then Jennifer Aniston's character is just super fucking rich and just throws parties at random, and, like, she's just upset that her husband got remarried to a younger woman, but that's the problem there. That's not anything to do with motherhood. It's her husband got remarried.
I guess the idea is like sharing your motherhood with somebody else, right?
Well, I mean, that's what they tried
and
to
feeling
sell
like
it as.
less of a mother, but it doesn't come across.
No, like they throw that in as a thing she says.
Yeah.
But never once.
But not something she actually feels.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's my big thing. No, there's no feeling in this movie. That was my big takeaway. It's like we got glimmers of feeling.
Unless you're Julia Roberts.
Unless you're Julia Roberts and you just do it.
You just do it. You just cry on cue and you know it.
You play yourself in Ocean's 12 and you kill it. You know what I mean? Like it's just...
She did. That was so great.
So weird.
Can we just stop doing
let's take a moment and just appreciate Ocean's 12 for a second, because
can we actually just change, like, maybe just stop this podcast, because this is a terrible idea, and let's just watch every single one of her movies.
Yeah.
And just be like...
Then we'll have to watch Mother's Day again, Chris.
No, we've already done this one.
Oh, okay.
This is done.
The
This
beginning
counts.
of the Julia Roberts podcast.
And just bask in Julia Roberts' glory as how awesome she is.
Favorite Julia Roberts movie?
Yes.
What's yours?
God, I don't know. I really like her in Ocean's 12. I don't know. Her playing herself fucking won me over in so many ways.
I enjoy it. Lots of people shit on Ocean's 12. I enjoyed it.
It's not great compared to Ocean's 11.
No.
But her playing herself, again, she's the movie saver.
Yeah.
She just comes in and be like, don't worry, guys, I got this.
Yeah, she did. My favorite is being John Malkovich.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Fucking.
Wait. Was that the right movie? No, I'm thinking of Aaron Brockovich. That's what I...
Well, that's embarrassing.
Being John... You totally agree.
Totally.
Hey, oh, yeah,
Sam,
I love being John
Half the time I agree
Roberts.
with you, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's just me being friends with you, Sam.
Being John Malkovich. I do make a lot of things like, hey, do you watch this? Do you watch this? Do you watch this?
Yes, Sam. Fucking yes, I watch it. Don't ask me anything about it. But yes, religiously.
So, anywho...
Do you watch this YouTube thing? Yes, Sam. God.
Fuck off. Go outside. So,
hey, have you ever watched this really obscure thing that nobody's ever seen? Yes, Sam. God.
My life, legitimately my life.
All right.
I always tell my dad to like watch all these things. I'm like, dude, you'll enjoy it. And he's like, stop giving me your like fucking liberal bullshit. Like, go away.
I just love that that's a thing. It's like, okay, just stop giving me your liberal bullshit. Come
like,
on.
I'm not gonna watch Handmaid's Tale. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have Hulu. Like, go away.
Who has Hulu? Come on.
Not me.
Not me. All
Still
right.
watching Handmaid's Tale though.
All right, next segment.
Right, yeah, now we need to talk about shit we love.
That was a real good segue. I segued the shit out of that.
Baby.
Just slide right into the next segment.
Ooh. Welcome to Shit We Like.
So, what have you been doing this week? What are you watching on the...
Thanks for the energy, man. What a great intro. Hey, man, what have you been doing?
What the fuck?
If you saw Chris
Sam, what the fuck are you doing?
His eyes were dead, and there was no energy.
Sam, we just watched a terrible fucking movie, so what do you do?
Let's try and get some energy in here, Chris.
Okay, Sam, all right. What do you do?
Yeah, boy. I watched another Chris Gethard thing.
Oh, fuck. Yes, Sam, I watched that.
No, but seriously, I do want to talk about this new Chris Gethard thing I watched. Because he came out, so this May, he came out with a new special, which is like presented by Judd Apatow.
At some point, I'll watch this shit.
Okay, good. Because I really want to like schlock Chris Gethard to the world. Because like it's called Career Suicide, and it was a show on Broadway too. He's just like a one-man show that he did off Broadway. And he talks about like his mental health stuff, and he gets dark, man, like deep in, like he had like psychosis for like a time, and like he talks about it, like bears it all, and like
it's kind of cool, and like being able to.
Yeah, and that's his brand, right? Yeah. Like, he's always been very open that he's been on antidepressants and lots of medication for a long time, you know, and he's been very open about it, and that's his brand. And, like, and this time, like, he really, like, owned up to it. Like, I like Chris Gethard a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of the stuff I didn't even know about. And so it's, like, it gets deep into it. And he talks about his relationship with his shrink. He talks about how, like, he wanted to kill himself and stuff, and he's like, welcome to a comedy show. Like, but it gets really deep. And I watched it with Emily, and, like, she's never seen, Emily's a friend of ours in our program, and she never seen Chris Gethard before, and she was, like, engrossed. Like, she really, like, it hit her, too, you know?
That's cool. See, I like that stuff.
I really appreciate him. Like, I just really appreciate that he's willing to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's, like, a new genre of comedy in a weird way. Is like, being super real. Like, you know, I think Tig Notaro really opened that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
With her, if you never heard of her, she's the one that did the I have cancer thing, where she just found out, like, a few weeks before she did the...
No, she found out 3 days
or something. Yeah, like 3 days.
Stage.
And she's like, oh, I have cancer and I have to do this comedy bit, and she does this entire set about how she has cancer and fucking nailed it. It was so good.
Yeah, just off the cuff, and people loved it. Yeah, that's what I love. And I was talking to my friend Dan last night about it, because we're just stupid comedy nerds and like to talk about shit. And like
before
this.
You guys are worried, she lives. She's fine. She's good.
Yeah, Tig Notaro is around. Yeah. She's good.
She's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's dead.
From the grave. Yeah, Dan and I were talking last night, and it was like, I really like, because what that is, to me, that's not that's not a stand-up comedian. That's a monologuist.
Yeah.
And that's this new thing, right? Like, there's another thing that I love. Mike Birbiglia does it. It's a Netflix original. It's My Girlfriend's Boyfriend is what it's called. And he tells this story of his, like, troubled relationship with this girl, and how, like, they were on again, off again, and then she just had a boyfriend one day. And he showed up to her house, and she had a boyfriend. And she's like, this is my boyfriend. And he's like, I thought we were a thing. And she's like, sorry, dude.
And I think it's really
and, like,
cool.
And he tells this story, and it's, like, half comedy show, half memoir, really. And that's what this Chris Gethard thing was, too. And I just, like, I like this new, genuine thing that is being created.
Because, like, comedy has always been about finding the humor in things, but
yeah,
I think this new thing where we're taking these super dark things and finding the humor in it is really cool, and or just being super real. Like,
that's all it is, really. Seriously, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I watched this H3H3 video the other day, or yesterday, where they're talking about how they got themselves, like, super poor, and they're about to split up, and it was this big old thing. But, like,
is that the one where they sold weed?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Where, like, yeah, they
don't worry, dude. I've been down the H3H3 hole. Don't worry.
They had to, like, sell weed and in order to
survive.
Yeah.
And they didn't smoke weed, by the way.
No.
Just to fill you in. Yeah. But
it's just, like, you know, talking about these, like, really dark times in your life and being able to find humor in it, but also just the realness in it. And
there's like a power in being vulnerable, you know, and, like, there's courage in that. I think actually that's where you show the most of your courage, is being vulnerable, you know. I just really appreciate it in this time. I sound like an old man, but, like, in this time where we don't really connect that much with people, and, like, at least personally, like, I find it hard to connect with people nowadays. You know, we're not really being that genuine a lot of the time.
No,
you know, and, like, this is so refreshing.
Yeah,
just to see, like, these huge people be like, yeah, like, I go through some fucking rough time.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so nice. Yeah, and especially in entertainment, because entertainment has always been so fake.
Yeah.
Like, everything about just entertainment in general has always been so fake. The families on TV have always been so fake.
Yeah.
And I think people are realizing that, no, like, people really want to see something more real. Back in the 90s, that's why Roseanne got super popular. Not because it was...
Yeah, it was dysfunctional family, finally.
It was just like, oh, these people are actually kind of like me. Like, our family's fucked up, but they're finding the humor in it.
Yeah. And that's what I say about the Shameless success, too.
Yeah.
Because Shameless success is, like, dysfunctional family on fucking steroids.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
but that's actually kind of a lot of families You know?
Yeah, like we're so sick of watching these shows and movies about rich white people, like the movie we just
Like
watched.
this fucking movie. Yeah.
And I think people are just getting sick of watching these movies about these people that are completely unrelatable.
Yeah, just to make money or to whatever it is, whatever their agenda is, you know.
And it's super cool that and I think also too it's the fact that we're starting to see that people, no matter how rich or how successful they are people as well.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, you have these like superstars who are like getting really deep and real with people, and you're just like, all right, you're a fucking human being.
Mm-hmm. To me, I really think I see it as the fall of the icon, in my view. Mm-hmm. Because, like, and that's a big, bold statement. We're going to have more icons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for sure.
It's not the fall, but it's certainly, it's the rise of the normal person, though.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because we realize even those icons, you know, our Marilyn Monroe was an icon, but she was going through a horrible time in her life. Nowadays, I feel like that would have been brought out.
Yeah.
You know, we would have seen that. To some degree, because that's just the world we live in now. You know?
We're so used to these icons like being super like untouchable.
They're like untouchable, yeah,
untouchable. And then when they fall hard, where they're falling into drugs and shit, into things that we can't even fall into that.
Yeah,
you know, like their lives are so out of reach that the shit they fall into is out of our reach.
Yeah,
right. Like the drugs they're doing, I can't fucking afford. Like fuck,
yeah, no, fuck that.
And yeah, so like just having these real people. You know, and that's why like the rise of YouTube.
We all know that icon isn't real. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're all kind of waking up to that bullshit.
Exactly.
You know,
we're woke.
We're woke.
Sorry. I hate myself. I'm sorry. But it's so true. It really is.
Yeah.
And I love it.
So what are you watching?
Honestly, just fucking YouTube. That's all I want. That's all.
But like
my
what?
life is.
Like what do you like? Anything in particular? Any YouTube holes you've been going down?
The H3H3. I just sort of started.
They're really
watching
great,
them. Like, and I don't know why I never watched them much before. Like I've
Me
seen
either.
the odd video of them, but I fell into a hole where I think I've watched pretty much everything at this point.
Yeah, dude, same. Don't worry. I did that too.
But they're just such a great couple. Like Ethan and
Ela.
Ethan and Ela are just such a cute couple.
Didn't you think they were so weird at first though?
A little.
Like I thought they were like, what the fuck is this really fat guy with this, you know, leggy Israeli girl?
Yeah.
You know, like what's going on?
What's going on?
And she's really quiet, and he's like the funny man to her, and she's the straight man, but like not really.
But not really, no. But
like the more you get to know her, she's not that way, and like they're definitely a duo.
Yeah.
But like I thought it was so weird when I first met.
But then they're just like they're super chill. But again, like super real too.
Yeah.
But also like
and more
absurd.
Recently too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do that really awesome thing that not many people can do, where they're super absurdist but super real at the same time. Yeah. Where their humor a lot of the times is just absurd. Like they just do the most completely messed up bullshit.
Most ironic.
But then their next video can be like, "Hey, this is how we met."
We met at a Holocaust museum. Yeah, which is a true story. Is a true video. Go watch it. It's fucking great.
Yeah. So they're really cool.
Yeah, and he talks about his social anxiety, like his horrible social anxiety.
Yeah.
And like actually, to be honest with you, like I was going through that when we started college. Yeah. Like really tough social anxiety.
Fuck, man. I still.
Well, yeah, same.
Even doing this, honestly, like you knock on my door and be like, "Oh, fuck," you know. It's,
yeah.
It's social
I get
anxiety.
it.
Like,
but it's not like we're like it's not like we are scared of each other.
No, but it's just that anxiety.
Yeah, no, just it goes away. Like for me at least. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, once we throw this on, it's like fucking, it's cool. And then the only other thing I've been watching is internet comment etiquette.
Oh, okay. You showed me it. Yes.
Have you watched any of that?
I watched a couple of them. I didn't watch that many.
I literally have watched everything on his channel.
Actually,
there's nothing else.
Videos?
Too many.
Oh my god.
And then I found his other channel, the one he made before his current channel, and I watched all of that.
Oh my god.
His early shit is fucked up though, where he's like smoking salvia and like doing some really messed up shit. Yeah. So like he was in a weird place early YouTube. But no, it's really cool. He just watches videos and like comments on them, and he's just fucking hilarious.
It's so good.
I can't really describe it. Just go watch it. Internet comment etiquette.
They are good. I do enjoy them. Yeah.
And he has this like running gag where he set up like a Patreon to make a movie, and he's never gonna make this fucking movie, and it's hilarious. And he keeps on doing updates where it's like, okay, the movie's delayed.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He like still keeps it going.
And it's like, I think he actually just screwed these people out of this money, but anybody who's followed him long enough knows he's never gonna fucking make it.
Yeah, right. Fuck, man, I still feel broken from fucking Mother's Day. Like, let's wrap it up, man.
Let's wrap it
like,
up,
I'm
man.
done. I'm fini.
Thank you guys so much for watching or listening or wherever you're doing it. We are on iTunes now, so look it up. Look us up. She Made Me Podcast is on iTunes. We are on YouTube. We're on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
Yes, follow us on Twitter.
At She Made Me Pod.
Yes.
Follow us on there. We're always on there if you want to have a question.
Yeah, we want, because we're looking for engagement, guys.
We want to know what you guys think.
Let us know, what are you watching?
If you guys hate our fucking voices, we need to know.
Let us know. I know I mumble too much.
I can find a voice changer. We can make this happen.
I can be a woman.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, all right. So,
my. Okay, I need to do better.
Okay, so we can't be women.
No,
but
never mind.
No, so we can't do that. So don't ask.
I can be whatever I want. You side-gendered piece of shit.
I'm ending this now. Okay. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening, guys. See you next week.